Hello everyone, Alien Volt here, and I have arrived at the training grounds of Elder Scrolls Online PvP area of Cyrodiil. Now I actually have never done this part of the quest before. As I mentioned in my last video, the journey to the training grounds. I never actually leveled a character up to 10 to participate in this during the betas that I played in. I just kept jumping around to different classes and different characters and playing around, trying to get a feel for the game itself. I've had several requests for PvP videos by friends and people I play with in other games. So what I'm doing is I'm going to go ahead and make some. And I figured I'd start off with the training. And here's the man I have to see.
Too busy, soldier. See Jagord or Dahlia's. Are you certain? The point of war isn't to die for your cause, it's to make your enemies die for theirs. Are you ready to do that?
Well, I think if they're going to put a PvP tutorial in here, there's probably a lot that I need to learn, because I really haven't played a PvP game where I've had to deal with siege engines and stuff. And since I didn't really play Warhammer Online, which dealt with destroying enemy keeps and stuff like that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to participate in this whole thing.
You have your orders? Move along. Ah, what kind of question is that? We have enemies. Their lands, riches, and strongholds must become ours. The Dominion and Covenant must be crushed, and the Pact will rule Cyrodiil. Cyrodiil is the heart of Tamriel. The alliance that controls Cyrodiil can strike in any direction, threatening the other heartlands. And that alliance will be the Ebonheart Pact.
Yes? What is it?
These Argonians don't know what cold is really like. Where I grew up, even our fires froze solid.
To be known as fangs like steel. I changed my name when posted here.
These northern lands are not to my liking. The mud is frozen, the trees do not speak to me, and the winds are bitter. I long for Black Marsh.
I hope you've got a job for us. I'm sick of eating gritty bread at every meal.
Finally. It's actually a little further away than I expected.
Careful. This is a live firing range. Are you supposed to be here? Took your time, didn't you? Olvia mentioned she sent a recruit to fetch these. Since you're here, we could show you the siege weapons. Nothing better than causing massive damage on the battlefield, is there? If you want to know more about rams and oil, talk to Lurtis. For trebuchets, catapults, and ballistae, speak with Looks Forward. You'd better. That's what they're here for. Spend a few minutes using each weapon. Hit the practice dummies with it. Talk to Looks Forward and Lurtis if you want more information. See me when you're done.
Your skill with siege weapons will make a difference in many battles. Learn to use them here. Trebuchets, catapults, and ballistae are dragons of the battlefield, causing massive damage to walls and enemies. I sense the target dummies mocking you. Choose a weapon and punish them. Indeed not. Fire them to see. The trebuchet and ballista fire the farthest, while the catapult has a shorter range. Chagrin will visit those who forget this on the battlefield. Each type of siege weapon, trebuchet, ballista, and catapult has unique abilities and uses. Trebuchets fling their missiles against keep walls, dealing great damage. There are 3 types. Fire pots launch burning oil. Stones smash both walls and soldiers. And ice balls cause damage and ensnare enemies in ice. Catapults are wonderful weapons against enemy troops. Meet bad catapults spread disease. Oil imparts fire damage, and scattershot causes impact damage. I envy the death you will inflict among our foes with these weapons. Ballistae are dear to my heart. They fire fast and true, destroying enemy siege engines, including rams. Standard ballista bolts smash their targets. Fire bolts cause extensive burn damage, and lightning bolts shock and ensnare their victims.
Alright, I want to try them all out. It's actually a lot easier to operate than I thought. Thought it might be something pretty challenging since I had a tutorial system, but that's actually pretty easy. I'm actually done with these. I only had to do one of each type, but I still wanted to try them all out, see what they did. A giant snowball. But, you know, snow's pretty hard. It's supposed to slow movement down and everything of troops too, so I guess if you were to slam that into a group of people, it'd do area effect damage as well as snarl them, slow them down. I like these. I'll try the lightning one. That's pretty cool. Look like I'm throwing a thunderbolt. These smaller catapults seem to be the least effective for at least one single target, but their effects seem to actually attack multiple targets, so maybe they will be very useful. I don't know about this next one though. Sitting over here, it's a steaming pile of rotten meat.
Done already? I hope so, for everyone's sake. If you want a siege weapon of your own, you can buy them from siege merchants at our gates and keeps. You need to know how to repair walls, doors, and siege engines. Our enemies will batter at our keeps while we bash at theirs. Siege weapons can be damaged too. All this can be repaired. Killing the attackers is a good start. Then repair kits can fix some of the damage. Here's a practice repair kit for a siege weapon. Use it on a trebuchet, catapult, or ballista. When you're done, Galtzi wants to talk to you. Killing the attackers...
Well, it's not as simple as hitting E. Unless I have to find one that's damaged. No, if I hit E next to one, all it does is put me back in it. Oh, maybe I have to use the item out of my bag. Haven't had to do that yet, but maybe I do. Nope, that didn't work. And it destroyed. A good thing I came to this training, because all I seem to be able to do is get into them and fire them. It's not repairing at all. What does the quest item say? It's not under quest items. So I have to add it to a quick slot item. Alright. Now if I can remember how to do that, I'll be set. Alright, so I'm hitting Q to use my quick slot item. It's in my quick slot items. It's selected. And it's not working. What the hell? Alright, I'm back in the machine. Alright, not using it with E. There we go. It's a double click of Q. I forgot that. I loaded that thing up, I never really use it in combat. Well, apparently I only had to repair the one, not each of them, so... Looks like that was it.
Welcome. Behind me is one of the pack's forward camps. Placing these near a battle site will speed our warriors into the fight, often making the difference between glorious victory and ignominious defeat. Grand Warlord Cimmerian wants every recruit to have a limited version of our forward camps. Full versions can be obtained from siege merchants. Your time here is done. Others need to speak to you. Speak with the Protector Galliel at the Elder Scroll Temple of Chim. He will show you what we fight for.
And it wouldn't be an Elder Scrolls game if they didn't have me travel.
Purge take them! The Elder Scroll of Chim has been stolen! I can tell you of the Elder Scrolls, but you will not feel their holy presence until our scroll returns. Perhaps you can help, once you complete your training. As well you should. All Pact soldiers should covet the Elder Scrolls. It is our destiny to control them all. The simplest understanding of the Elder Scrolls is that they are prophecies. But they are so much more than that. The scrolls contain records of all past and future events, but they cannot be read without blindness, madness, or worse. The Aedra created them, some say, but why or when is unknown. The temples are holy places, created as housing for the scrolls, to honor and protect them. We built them upon the soil of Cyrodiil, close enough to the battlefields to bestow their blessings upon our troops. The Grand Warlord orders these attacks. Access to each scroll is blocked by a gate. To unlock it, both keeps protecting it must be taken away from the alliance that holds the scroll. Once the keeps are captured, the way to the temple is open. The Elder Scroll must be taken from its temple and brought to one of our 6 original keeps. Once there, it must be placed upon a scroll pedestal. Needless to say, capturing an Elder Scroll requires the cooperation of many soldiers. It is our destiny to control all the scrolls. Every Elder Scroll we hold grants power to all the soldiers of the Pact. Books in this temple contain information about the Elder Scrolls, if you wish to know more. Grand Warlord Zimran needs to speak with you when you're done here.
Well, here's a book. Which, of course, I've already discovered that one. Nothing here. Nothing there. So basically it looks like the only books that I can read about the Elder Scrolls have to be from the books that I discover that I've already read, so what's the point of reading them here if I've already found them in the field and read them previously? Yeah, I don't understand that one. Alright. Got another sky shard here. So that's 2 I found here so far. Which means there's got to be a lot more than that. Every 3 you get a skill point, so really important to find all those. Did a really good job with this game. It looks really good. Kind of funny how the camera wants to switch you back to first person as you ride through these small doors. Doesn't look like the blue team's doing too good here. We're losing some keeps.
Near the end of your training, soldier. Now to tell you of capturing the enemy's keeps and resources. All resistance must be crushed. When our banner flies boldly atop the flagpole, all know the Pact has conquered again. For keeps, we must breach walls or sunder gates to reach the heart of the enemy stronghold. None of this will be easy. The Pact is destined to rule Cyrodiil. Each keep and resource we conquer is a step toward this goal. Your participation in these actions enables you to acquire equipment and weapons from Pact Siege merchants. I decide the direction of the Pact in Cyrodiil. Dreet carries my orders to the generals Darliers and Jegord. They post these to the mission boards for all to see. General Darliers will tell you more.
I extend the claw of welcome, warrior. The Grand Warlord has much on his mind. Be grateful for a few minutes of his time. To me come Grand Warlord Zimmerin's orders. These I post to the boards that flank me. Which should we discuss? Even the newly hatched can understand bounty missions. The task is to kill enemy soldiers. All that lives must die. These missions seek to hasten that day for our enemies. Information is critical to our efforts. A scouting mission sends you to a target deep in enemy territory. The Swampeel sees but is not seen. Be the Swampeel, then return here. General Jegord supervises the other missions. Speak with him to learn about them. He glares at us from across the way. Do not be shy. Jegord hisses loudly but seldom bites.
Yes? What is it? Got tired of you pestering, eh? Very well. I administer the battle and warfront missions. Go ahead, ask me about them. Battle missions send small groups of soldiers to capture enemy resources. Each keep is supported by a farm, lumber mill, and mine. Denying the enemy these resources is the first step to claiming that keep for the Pact. A warfront mission targets one of the enemy's keeps. Controlling keeps is the key to conquering Cyrodiil. This is a major effort, though. Go in without a large force, and you're all going to die. There's always more to learn, but the battlefields will be your teacher from this point on. The mission boards await. Start with a scouting mission. You're less likely to die on one of those. Welcome to the war.
Alright, so this is where you pick up the PvP quest. A little different than what I expected. I think I expected a lot of different factions to get quests from, and you basically traveled around and earned reputation with them rather than getting the quest from your military point. So there's 4 bulletin boards basically to pull quests from. And I'm assuming this is kind of like dailies, you do them every day. And looks like he wants to talk to me again.
Greetings, warrior. Are you ready for a mission of critical importance to the Pact?
I don't plan on doing these quests until tomorrow, the following day when I play again, so hopefully I don't fail them for not completing them on the same day. But that looks like about it. It's going to wrap up this video of the training grounds. That's pretty much everything you have to do to learn how to, I guess, PvP properly and assault the keeps in Cyrodiil. So, thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and see you next time.